Now, we always like to bring you something a bit different, and this is exactly that. This is the new Bekkers Yacht Azur 45, and it is a really unique, custom-built, all-aluminium craft from super yacht builder in Holland. So Bekkers Yachts build a lot of these stainless steel for some of the really high-end super yachts and mega yachts like Fed ships and Amels, and now they have built their very own all-aluminium boat that is effectively trying to be a mini super yacht in terms of quality and style. And let me show you around it because there are some very, very cool features going on here. So, as we already mentioned, it's an all aluminium hull. It's been beautifully faired and painted, all painted in exactly the same kind of standard. This particular one is an Audi grey, a sort of metallic grey, but exactly the same technique used on super yachts. And just look at the quality of some of this stainless steel. Absolutely beautiful. That is just the mast holder for the flag, but check that out. It's beautiful, beautiful piece of craftsmanship. Really high quality upholstery. Just take a look at some of this on the sun pad. Absolutely immaculate. And under here we've got an opening hatch which is designed specifically for sea bobs. So you can store that under here. There's a charger built into it, and you can keep your sea bobs in there, keep them well charged, ready to go whenever you want. So let me just close that up. Now there's also really high quality lighting. Or you can see there's an LED strip built into the underside of that, and all around the boat it has that kind of level of detailing that you'd normally only find on a super yacht. So check this out. All these cushions have built-in cup holders, but not just a cup holder. They've also realized that the one thing everybody always takes with them is the phone. So you've also got a special slot for your phone holder. How cool is that? Wherever you are on board the boat, slot your phone in. Job done. Such an obvious thing, but the first time I've seen it on a boat. Now we've got access to a technical space in here, down into the engine room, through the hatch, but this whole aft area lifts up, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. But first, let's take a view around the boat itself. Big seating area here. It's very much a day boat with overnight accommodation, but very nicely sheltered under the hardtop. So look at these glass quarter lights here. That just means that obviously the wind runs past the side of the yacht, and everywhere you are under this hardtop is perfectly sheltered. Another cool feature here. Most of these boats tend to have big opening sunroofs. This has just got a huge reflective glass panel. Now it has a mirrored coating on the other side so it doesn't get too hot. But how cool is that, just having a huge glass window that gives you all the shade you need, but also a really big opening, well not opening, a really big glass panel so there's plenty of sun, you can see the sky, it feels much more open. Here's one of those LED strips that I mentioned earlier, running all the way around the boat. Huge stainless steel table, absolutely beautifully done, so smooth, so shiny. Some neat features here too. See these little pads? They are magnetic, so you put your glass on there and that is not going anywhere. Look at that. Lovely little touch. Big ice bucket in the center, so you fill that full of ice and keep your champagne cool. Even when you flip the table over, you can see that that's a big chunky marble table that flips over, but you still have the ice bucket in the middle of it. Lots of really high quality upholstery all the way around. Big outdoor galley on this side. You can spec this pretty much how you want, so that is all built in aluminium, so you can adjust exactly how big it needs to be to fit whatever kit you want. We've got an induction hob here, we've got a grill here, sink here, fridge behind here, ice maker behind this one. You can spec that exactly how you want, because that's the beauty of building in aluminium. You're not restricted by the molds. You can adjust things to suit your own requirement. Now this boat is with IPS drives. You can either have IPS 650s or 800s. I think this has the 650s, will give a speed of about think it's about 34, 35 knots, but we'll check that in a minute. But look at this. How cool is that for a helm wheel? Custom built, huge, enormous diameter stainless steel tubing wrapped in leather. Really unusual shape. It looks like some kind of huge oversized racing car wheel, but absolutely wonderful to hold. Just feels like you're in charge of a ship. Full bespoke Garmin screens, all rigged up specifically for this yacht. You can see there is an outline of the yacht, so you've got full control of everything you want to on there. Conventional Volvo controls, throttles, joystick, lots of nice detailing. You see these little stainless steel fins. Yet more of those phone holders, cup holders. And check this out. For what is essentially a day boat, there's a really good sized accommodation down here. And when I say good size, I mean it. Look how much headroom there is above me. I'm 6'1". There's at least another 5 or 6 inches above my head. And it feels really nice and cool and airy down here. Obviously we've got the air conditioning on, but this is the guest cabin. Now this is open plan to this kind of lobby area, but because it's got so much volume, so much headroom, really high quality woodwork too, proper solid wood, it's not ply. Dayhead access to the heads from here, but also from ensuite from the main cabin, so I'll show you that in a minute. Good sized bed under here, window in the hull. Again, because it's aluminium, the structure is really stiff, so you don't need to worry about whether the moulding is going to take it. We've got a television behind here, that's also a mirror, so you can watch it either way, but it's not like an ugly TV when it's not being used. Storage behind here. And then the owner's cabin is forward. This is of course private. There is a closing door there. Really high quality fittings again. If you look at that door handle there, size of the hinges. And this feels very special. Big hull windows down both sides, nice light. This is all Alcantara sort of suede finish. Really high spec, deep squidgy mattress. More of that LED lighting. Really beautiful woodwork. Some very nice touches. So this is the blinds, I think. We've got concealed blinds all the way around. Am I pressing the right way? They're just beginning to emerge. They're tucked up under there, so you can't see them when they're not in use. And when you push the button down, they all just gently whir down into place. Small detail, but I really like the fact that you don't see them when they're not being used during the daytime. Oh, I need to keep my finger on the button by the looks of things. There's another very cool feature here too. This little panel here looks very discreet, but if I search around under here, there is a special little button, and if I press that, up pops a little watch safe. How cool is that? Whirs up, you can put your valuables in there, keep them all really organized, have a shelf each, and then when you've loaded it up, you find a little button, press it, drops down into the side table. Nobody knows it's even there. That's quite the smartest safe I've ever seen. Lots of lovely detailing around here, little recess for phones and so on. Opens up, you've got charge points in there. Lovely leather finish all the way around. Lots more storage. And then ensuite access to the bathroom. And check how big this bathroom is. For a 45-foot day boat, they have made a lot of space for a bathroom. Got a separate walk-in shower cubicle. Nice light colours, lots of marble, lots of storage behind all of these mirrors. Really nice and light, really good quality finish, and plenty of headroom in here too. quite unlike any other boat I think I've seen. There is more storage under there. Those stainless steel stairs flip up and there's access to a technical space under there. But let's have a quick once around the decks and then we'll have a look at the engine room. So no guardrails, but because there's a good size bulwark on that side, it feels nice and safe to move along. They're good and wide too. There's storage under here for fenders, so they don't get in the way. Very slickly styled hardtop. Love this recessed handhold tucked in here. So it's integrated into the hardtop there, but it looks cool. It's just the right height for hanging on to. And check out the quality of these stainless steel cleats and fair leads. All single piece integrated, so you've got the cleats in the middle, fair lead running through there. Look at the size and quality of that stainless steel. It's not hard to see that that's where their real specialism is. Even here, perfectly contoured, smooth stainless steel grab rail, all the welds polished out, really thick, really solid, absolutely immaculate. Big sun pad on the foredeck, more of those cup and phone holders. Love the fact that it's slightly recessed in here. It just feels nice and secure. When you're lying on there, you feel like you're protected, but no need for any guardrails. We've got an electric anchor in here. It swings up and over the front. I'm not sure if we can get access to it. I don't think we can at the moment, but it's one of those fold-away anchors that comes out and over the front there. Exactly the same on this side. There's that big glass panel in the hardtop I mentioned earlier. There is the Bekkers Yachts logo. Even that looks beautifully done in stainless steel lettering. And then we can come back and have a look in the engine room. Now that is what I call good access to your engines. Check that out. The whole of this aft section lifts up. You've got completely unhindered access to both engines. You can get IPS 800s in here. You've got twin 600 litre fuel tanks, should give a range of about sort of 250, 280 miles thereabouts. You can see we've got a Mitsubishi ARG gyro stabilizer in that corner. We've got a Fisher Panda generator in that one. And here is that aluminium construction. So you can see the hull itself, but all those reinforced stringers along either side makes it a really strong, really stiff structure. And I'm told you really notice that when you're driving it. There's no flexing at all. It just feels totally robust. Now you can get IPS 800s in here. That should give you a speed, I think, of around 36, 37 knots. And with these slightly smaller ones, it's more like 33, 34 knots. But I just love the fact that you have complete open access to those engines. There's no crawling down hatches. It's just open it up, get in there, do what you need to do, get out. Now, clearly, a boat like this is not going to come cheap. It is a full custom-built craft. You can make a load of personalization to the whole thing, the look, the paint, the color, interior fit and finish, even some of the structure itself, because it's aluminium. So prices start around about 1.6 million, but up to about 2, depending on how crazy you go. So it's really, the sky's the limit. It's up to you how much you want to fit, how much you want to do. But if you're after something that is truly bespoke, very original, I think they're only going to plan to build about maximum of 5 of these a year and keep them exclusive. That is it. I thought you'd be interested in seeing it. It's been fascinating for me. I've never seen one of these before. It's a really cool looking boat on the outside and some really interesting features on the inside. So I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. My name is Hugo Andreae. You've been watching Motorboat and Yachting. I'll see you on the next one.